everybody. Thanks for joining. Today, we're going to work at this deep way of moving energetically and working with any sort of release into any blockages that we've been holding within ourselves. These are energetic blockages that we talk about. These blockages can come through various forms such as negativity, past traumas, limiting beliefs. It is essential to work on these blockages on a daily basis in order to understand the importance of cleansing ourselves through chakras energetically, practicing meditation. Activation of chakras can aid in removing these energetic blockages, as it also allows reconnecting to our inner selves and move and let go of any stagnant energies that may be hindrance to our growth. However, it is also important to understand that a subconscious mind is one that holds things effectively in the conscious ways. By acknowledging and addressing them in a deeper level, we can truly move towards our inner strength and potential. Consistently working on releasing blockages on any energetic level can lead to a sense of balance, harmony, and empowerment within ourselves. But when we talk about blockages, it also means the easier way to understand things into our this lives and into our incarnations. As we work with our own Akasha, the Akashics, the records that is being held in a space with different timelines, and which timeline holds you back because of a certain block that doesn't allow you move forward spiritually or even energetically as you want to work through. Today, we're going to move and fly through a space which we call the Akashics or the Akasha, where our records are held and still carries on accumulating more and more, just not in this dimension but others as well. So let's start by just being relaxed. Nice, deep relaxation with the help of your breath. As you take a nice deep one in now, and when you exhale, just allow yourself get more deep. Sink yourself in onto your couch or pillow, or just if you're seated, feel yourself sunk onto the ground a little bit more. Keep taking that nice deep breath in once again, and as you exhale, literally feel that you are throwing away what no longer serves for the highest good. And if that monkey mind of yours is chattering at the moment, we literally look more as an observer back at it. Whatever that it might be chattering, we're just going to look at it as an observer and detach ourselves from that part by just staying into our body and our breath. Carry on taking a nice deep breath in. And when you exhale, bring yourself back into the body again. Carry on doing these breaths and keep yourself mindful with your breath and your body. I would like now to all of you work with your imagination, which we also call visualization, and try and be into the words that I speak from here. Try and see yourself walking towards the path that I ask you, as we all working together into a journey, almost as if you could start seeing or visualizing or just sensing or feeling you're walking on a very deep wooded area. It seems that it's a space full of nature around you. It's not too light nor too dark. You can eventually just see the pathway in this woodland area, a narrow pathway walking through. You can smell the woodland. You can look at the heights of the trees there. Though it seems pretty remote, but there is no fear. As you keep walking and walking in that narrow path, looking at the things around you, and it almost seems that it's around sunset time. There's an orange hue color on the sky, and you can feel a feeling of mystic feeling around the entire time as you keep walking. Some of you can also hear the birds in the background, or the rustling of the leaves through the wind. But you keep walking and carry on walking. You can also see your feet as you're walking. Some of you can literally see exactly the type of feet that you have at the moment. Some can see very different feet at this point. You may be wearing shoes or just bare feet, doesn't really matter. You're just walking. And as you keep walking, you can hear something or someone behind you, walking behind you. You feel a little alerted as you know that there's someone behind. Hence you stop and look back. As soon as you've looked back, you see this amazing light energy, almost as if there's a beautiful friend, someone whom you can call your guide, has come to accompany you through this walk. And this walk is not done alone, as you will need guidance. Your guide could be absolutely anybody. What comes in the first thing in your mind? A person whom you really, really feel connects with you. It doesn't really matter if that person could be still alive and in the physical plane, or that would be a loved one who's passed, or maybe an ascended master or an angel, or maybe somebody completely different, but yet you can feel there is this amazing, lovely feeling that you get through the energy. And you just greet this person with a smile, thanking them to come along and help you and guide you through. And you go together, walking into that pathway as your guide is now leading you, almost as if there was this crossroads right in between, almost like which path to take next. And they literally show you to carry on walking with them, and they choose a path which was on the right, and you carry on walking with them now. You will literally see that as you come closer, by ending this pathway, there's this beautiful, lovely lake in front of you. Almost as if this lake has this aura, a beautiful, lovely, shiny, white aura. And on the side, there is a boat tied up to a branch. Your guide is carefully walking, going close to the boat, goes inside and brings it more closer to the side of the lake for you to get in. And as soon as you get in, he asks you to sit on the edge and asks you to just see the view around and enjoy the view, whilst he's the one taking you there, taking you to the other side of the lake. At this point, you definitely could have a chat with your guide. And if there are any thoughts or any questions into your mind, again, remember, do not critique the answers that come through, and see what do they say as answers of your questions. Carry on floating and moving. As you also are receiving your answers, and in case if you feel that you just want to be in that vibrational state with your guide, that's still okay, in silence. Just feel and sense it's always healing to be around with your guide. And at this point, you've come close to the other side of the lake. Your guide is helping you to bring you back to the shore, almost to the sides. And there's a massive golden house that you can look at, shining bright. And this beautiful, lovely golden house, it almost looks like an amazing, beautiful bungalow, right in the middle of a forest, almost as if it's magically built. And your guide is now asking you to come along as he carefully ties the boat back into another branch of a tree close to the lake. And you carry on walking. As soon as you are moving forward, closer to these golden light bungalow, it's almost as if the denser side of you is left behind. The subtle side of you is moving forward. It seems like this particular bungalow doesn't allow the physicality or anything that is physical bring itself inside. It works in a certain higher dimensional frequency. And as you keep moving further and further, your body is turning translucent, lighter and lighter, to a point that you only see yourself just as energy. And as you've gone closer into that vicinity, your guide is now slowly asking you to open the door. Though you are just an energy, you still have power to open this door through. As soon as you open the door, there's a bright light shines, almost as if there are millions of crystals shining together. And you are almost teleported into this amazing, beautiful galactic space. And you can literally see yourself as you're standing and hovering right in the middle of the air. And there are these amazing, beautiful, lovely strands of energy moving, almost like a web, like a spider's web. But you can see this clearly, this amazing, beautiful, lovely strands of energy. And there is almost like there is lights on them, and they're twinkling. Your guide is also along with you, and the confusion that you have in your mind is, what is this? And your guide is now telling you each and every strand is a particular lifetime. You are very close to the strand in front of you that is your current lifetime that you're leading right now. As soon as you move or go close to the strand, you'll be pushed into a portal of light where you can look at your own lifetime once again. All the things that you have done, all the things that you could have done, all the things that you haven't done at all. And from there, you can also find out your blockages. What holds you back in your current phase of life? So now, just close to yourself, there is a strand of energy light. And without any fear, because you are an energetic body, you move through this, merging yourself almost like moving into this tunnel, light portal zooming in, and almost you can start looking at your journey from birth, seeing every little part of the people around you. People looked so young at this point, and you were such a baby at this point. The things that you felt that was so easy for you to be, and how it turned a little harder later. How you went to phases of being in the school, then into learning to understand things to a point where you grew your personality, to a point where each and every part of your life, your struggles, happiness, falling in love, all is shown to you one by one. Along with that, we can also see our traumas. In this, there is one part that seems a bit gray, almost like there's a little doorway to see what things we should have or would have been if we would have been onto the most highest timeline for ourselves. Let's check upon what we require to be in this incarnation towards our highest timeline. I'm going to give you a count of 3. Each count, you will see yourself slowly open this door, almost penetrating through it, and seeing the vision, the understanding, the feeling of what your highest timeline looks like. 3, 2, 1. Open and be there. The highest timeline, whether that was just a story that was being narrated to you, an understanding that you got, or a glimpse of a vision or imagination that came through you. Whatever that was, do not critique it. Don't judge it. Just learn to accept. We may be miles away or maybe very close to that particular timeline that we require to be in. But are they blocks that holds us back into being who we really should be? We move out of the scene almost as if bring ourselves away from this space, moving back into that particular lifetime portal that we are in. Carry on moving forward, and you will see another gray area in between. This gray area is also called as our blocks that holds us back. You'll also see seams of what may have been blockages in the past for you, and what might be the one that is still holding you back in some way or form. To be into your true selves, in your true potential. We're going to go there again with a count of 3. This time, again, pay attention. Take a nice deep breath in. With a count of 3, I'm going to open, or you're going to open this door, and you will be able to go through the scenes in the past and also receive information about the blocks that you're still holding within yourselves. Starting 3, 2, and 1. Open the door. Move in. Look at the scenes. Some of you can receive sensation, maybe some sort of fear, or guilt, or anger. Some can also have some disgust with certain things around you. Self-motivation, confidence. What is your blockage? Take your time, feel, sense, work with your imagination and visualization at this point. Don't critique, don't judge. But once you've got hold of the type of blockage that you're still holding in the present moment in time, now you'll also see how you can move forward to break this pattern, dissolve it completely. We move away from this part now. back into portal of our current life. Keep moving. As you keep moving, you can also see scenes that you may be very, very open towards receiving. Some happy memories, some not so happy memories. Some memories of being strong, some memories of being weak. Some memories of feeling lost, and some very high vibrational memories. All coming through. And we see another gray area. And this area seems to be as if these are answers that we try always to run away from, or we don't listen. Sometimes they are also answers how to break a pattern of our own blocks. As we sensed and felt our bodies, especially around the areas that we feel dense or denser, maybe those are the areas that we are holding a maximum block energy within ourselves. Hence, we are now going to move into this particular space in order to receive the answers of our blocks. Almost as if the answers will be told to us as we enter. Some can also see a higher timeline of how we break that block for ourselves. Almost as a higher timeline, as a scene being shown to us, a future scene. Starting now, let's go in. 3, 2, and 1. Be there now. Enter. Even if you feel that you're making this up in your mind, push the thought away. Work without judgment or critique. Just trust and take the information fully. And along with that information that you receive, whether that was just through words, or through an image, or a visualization of information that's been shown to you, I would like you to now literally feel that you're absorbing that information in. Sometimes the answers could be very simple, but we complicated it in our mind. We always feel that we require more to receive, but the simplest things are the hardest things sometimes to work on. The human mind also creates an illusion that they have to do everything in a hard way. But sometimes certain things are far more easier than we understand to put in place. So now, all of you, Let's move out from this place. And let's just zoom from this particular lifetime and go beyond into that source energy that we all are connected, being one. Almost as if this galactic space that we are in at the moment, there is this beautiful, lovely light that is shining right in front of you. Let's just move in there. Let's connect ourselves back to that life force energy that works through us. But this one is a mother of all. This is the light, our home, our space. Moving into that lovely space of light, let's work on those areas of our body. Energetically, just linking ourselves and working on dissolving these thick, hard energies that we've been holding due to conditioning, karmic patterns, criticism, understanding, or even cultural backgrounds. As we place ourselves completely, as our energetic bodies are right there, we can see the light moving in and out through us. And we are focusing on pushing this light, especially on the areas that we require to heal, dissolving those blocks, turning everything more crystalline. And at this point, feel the energies moving inside and out of your body. And take your time to just feel the healing through you. Feeling this beautiful, lovely energy working, helping you. And you're still connected with your physical form through the help of your subtle body too, as you're connecting to everything around you. You're connecting to all dimensional beings of your existence in all the other verses, working with a healer throughout. Just remember, you are multi-dimensional. You are unlimited. And there's nothing that could stop you. There's nothing that'll stop through anything that may have been in the past for you, whether that's this life or anything else. You can easily work through all the karmic bonds, break those patterns, and move beyond. You are multidimensional. The light works through you. Feel the energy, breathe in. Sense the power of the energy through your prana. Now, time for us beautifully to return back. Zooming ourselves back beautifully, but this time, make sure you send love and gratitude to that amazing, beautiful, lovely guide who helped you lead you all this way to bring you here, to show you the space. Going back to your guide as they were quietly just waiting for you to finish, sending a tight hug, a big thank you. And with that open heart center, telling them thank you for always being there and supporting in my journey. And thank you for always being there forever. This time, it's time for you to move back. And as soon as you come back, move from that vicinity, that transparent body, the energetic body now turns more solid, more that you can sense, feel. And as soon as you have moved out, this golden, beautiful, lovely bungalow has now slowly disappeared. And the path has made short. There is no lake, but there is a pathway full of flowers, almost as if they're rejoicing that you made it, broken a certain pattern energetically. Time for you to move that in your physical forms. You're going to zoom yourself back into that pathway. The woodland doesn't seem woodland because it seems like a beautiful, lovely, magical garden. And you are now moving almost as if you're floating through by. And we're going to completely merge ourselves back into our physical forms, back into our rooms, back into a space that we were lying down or seated or half lying down, back into our own space. Take a nice deep breath in, everybody. And as you exhale, feel the power of this energy that you brought back with you. Beautiful. Send a big thank you to the source energy who provided this amazing energy to work with, to allow us to work with our records, to understand our Akashics. And finally, take a nice deep breath in, and this time when you exhale, get a big thank you to yourself for trusting, believing, and working with faith. And finally, when you take a nice deep breath in, this time start wriggling your fingers and your toes. Bring yourself back fully. Welcome back, everybody. You can slowly open your eyes. Beautiful. Thank you for joining. Make sure you write down whatever that you received.